You're watching Super Mario GVT. And now, the second Poptropica road trip. The Carnival of the Monsters. Hey everyone, it's Hyper Eel, and welcome to another episode of Poptropica Road Trip. In this episode, I'll be going through Monster Carnival. Monster Carnival was a lost island. It was supposed to be released after Time Tangled Island, but it was scrapped because the creators thought it was too early to finish. Until years later, it was revived. Alright, let's begin the island. You drop to the main street, run to the right, and you will run into Edgar, who is a proud carny apprentice that needs you to help him open the carnival. Follow him to the right. You will appear at the carnival games. The man needs a hose for the duck game. And the woman on the fried dough cotton candy stand needs some sugar. Now, let's go find the hose and sugar. The hose is at Honest Gabe's Auto Repair. It's on Main Street. Head inside. Inside, you will tell the owner you need a radiator hose. Grab it off the shelf. Now leave. Now, let's head inside the apothecary. Inside, you will find the pharmacist known as Dr. Dan. He will offer you to make salt. You will need a sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. Those are the two ingredients you need to make salt. Put them inside the microwave-like object. Now use the gun to shoot all the molecules until the molecules form salt. Once you've done that, your salt is ready. Now give the salt to Dr. Dan. Now go talk to Dr. Dan again, and he will let you use his lab. Reason is because you need to make sugar for the carnival. Fructose and glucose are the only two ingredients you'll need to make sugar. Put them in the microwave-like object, and do the same thing as you did with the salt ingredients. Once you've completely made sugar, head out. Now return to the carnival games. Let's give the sugar to the woman, and she will give you fried dough. It turns out Edgar loves fried dough. Now run all the way to the right. You'll appear at the Carnival Rides. Here, you will find an unstoppable Ferris wheel. The man who runs it needs a new lever, as the old one is beyond repair. The new lever is in the woods. To get there, run to the right. Once you've found the lever, head to the left. Head back to the Ferris wheel and give the man the lever. And there's one thing you don't want to miss. You picked up the hose. Now you'll need it to fill the water for the duck game. Once everything is all set, Edgar will be proud of you. Now the carnival is open, and it's sunset. Run to your right, and click on the boy. He will give you a blunted dart. You'll need to sharpen it in order to pop the balloons. Now, head to the weight guessing game. The weight guesser will guess your weight, and he is correct. Now you'll have to trick the weight guesser. Something you need to fool the weight guesser, and what you need to sharpen the dart, are on Main Street. First, let's go into Honest Gabe's Auto Repair. Use the blunted dart on the grinder to sharpen it. Now head outside. Now head inside the apothecary. Go tell Dr. Dan that you need something small but heavy to fool the weight guesser. Click on the box and you will find a vial of osmium. This item will make you become heavier, and now you can fool the weight guesser. With everything all set, let's go back to the carnival games. Now that you have sharpened the dart, click the Pop the Balloon game. Use one to pop a balloon. Once you've done that, Edgar will give you a souvenir cup. Now, let's go to the weight guessing game. Now he will check your weight again. This time, he will be over. Now he's tricked. He will give you a super bouncy ball. The super bouncy ball is for the Test Your Strength attraction on the Carnival Rides section. Head there past the Ferris wheel and the Tunnel of Love, and you'll find the Test Your Strength attraction. Use your super bouncy ball. Now you will test your strength, and she will think your muscles are so strong. Now she will give you a hammer. Now head left, and you will see that the Ferris wheel has stopped. And you'll see a couple on one seat of the Ferris wheel. To make it move, head left. And give your souvenir cup to the woman, and she will fill it up with oil. Now that you have the oil, run back to the carnival ride section. Now return to the Ferris wheel. And use the cup of oil to make the wheel move. Now that the couple is out, they will go into the Tunnel of Love. You'll find the person who runs the Tunnel of Love, and he will give you a task to scare the couple away. He will give you a flashlight. You'll need it for the haunted lab. Head inside, and you'll see that it's dark inside. But now that you have your flashlight, you can find your way around. Grab the human fly mask. This will scare away the couple in the Tunnel of Love. Now return to the Tunnel of Love. This time, head inside. Inside, run across the wooden platform, and there you'll find the couple kissing, and that's not allowed. Now use your mask to scare them away, and they will head out. Once you head out though, you'll notice that all the carnies have disappeared into the woods. Now that you're in the woods, head right. Now you'll be in what appears to be a maze. But do you see the dropped objects? These mark the correct path to take. The catch is that they only appear in different directions, so make sure you keep an eye on them. If you made it, you'll find yourself with the carnies that are being hypnotized by a cloaked figure. The cloaked figure unleashes a nasty spell on the carnies that turns them into monsters. So what you think is actually a monster carnival because there are monsters running the carnival. Now that they've all turned into monsters, you had to get out of there. As you leave, it becomes night. And now the Ferris wheel becomes monstrous. Run all the way to the left to get out of the woods. After exiting the woods, Edgar will run up to you and tell you that all his friends have turned into monsters. He suggests asking Ringmaster Raven for help. Now follow Edgar to Ringmaster Raven's tent, pass through a couple monsters. Now, let's go inside Ringmaster Raven's tent. Inside, Ringmaster Raven has an idea. He can use the chemical formula to reverse the transformation. The formula is in the pocket of the man who runs the Ferris wheel. Now let's go to the Ferris wheel. And as you can see, the man who runs the Ferris wheel is currently a monster. And he's riding on it, so you'll need to knock him down. You have the hammer, so you need to use the hammer to knock him down. Once he does, a ticket will come flying out of his pocket. And the ticket has G-O-R-Y on it. These letters represent the colors of the ducks that are painted under special paint that will show up under blacklight. Blacklights are in the haunted lab, but you'll need the flashlight to see your way around the haunted lab as it is dark. Work your way past the monster and head inside the haunted lab. As you're making your way up the haunted lab, look out for the puppet monster. Once you reach the top floor, grab the black light bulb. Now you'll need to place the light bulb in the flashlight. Now your flashlight has black light. So exit the haunted lab. Work your way past the monsters while running to the left to the Carnival Games attraction. Now run to your left until you reach the duck game. In the duck game, you'll have to fish all the ducks in the correct order. A part of the chemical formula is shown on the underside of the duck. If you put all the parts together, they will form the complete formula. Now work your way past the monster. Now head left to Main Street. Now you'll have to go inside the apothecary, but because the front entrance is closed, head inside Honest Gabe's Auto Repair. Inside, you will find that the platform on the right is clear. And as you can see here, I tried to push the button to make the platform go up, but it didn't work initially. So if it didn't work, Head outside, then back in, and try again. If it does work now, then you can use the platform as a lift, and it will take you up to the vent. Once you've opened it, head inside. Then, follow the vent path to the apothecary. To get out, you'll have to remove some newspapers blocking the path. Once you've gone out of the vent, look for the 3 ingredients you will need to make a mystery chemical. Now put them into the microwave, and like before, use your gun to break down the initial chemicals and pour them into one chemical. Once you are finished, you will make sodium thiopental, which is the mystery chemical. Now let's go show the sodium thiopental to Edgar, and that may reverse the transformation. Now let's show the chemical to Edgar. To do so, head out of the apothecary and run to the right until you reach Ringmaster Raven's tent. You and Edgar will go inside, but once you go in, something happens to Edgar. He got hypnotized. Now the Ringmaster unmasks himself and tells you that he will use the sodium thiopental to hypnotize everyone, because he was left out by the townspeople and now he wanted revenge. Now Edgar is under the Ringmaster's control, and he will start turning you into a monster. Now you need to help Edgar regain his memories. And what does Edgar like? That's right, fried dough! Give him the fried dough so his memories will return. Now you'll have to stop the Ringmaster. Follow him out of the tent and into the mirror maze. Inside, the Ringmaster will enter one of the mirrors. The mirrors will shuffle around, which makes it difficult for you. But it will not be difficult when you use your hammer on the right mirror, so keep an eye on them. As you're chasing down the Ringmaster in the mirror maze, the shovel becomes faster, and it makes you harder to watch, so make sure your eyes are keen, so you will know which mirror he's in. Once you're done, you will corner the ringmaster and you will hypnotize him. And you will hypnotize him into thinking that he's a chicken. Now that he's stopped, Edgar is very proud of you. Then, when morning comes, the carnival gets packed up and departs. Now run to your right and talk to Edgar. Edgar will thank you for your help in stopping the ringmaster from hypnotizing everyone. And do you notice the new attraction they have? It's the Incredible Chicken Man. The Chicken Man is the ringmaster being hypnotized into him being a chicken. Edgar will give you the medallion as a reward. And now the carnival is leaving town. But that's not all there is, as this island features a bonus quest. And this is the last island to feature a bonus quest. The bonus quest is about finding Dr. Dan, who left his shop the night before the carnival leaves town. Dr. Dan is in the woods. To get there, run to the right. Here you will find Dr. Dan, but he will run away from you once you go near him. So follow him there into the next part of the woods. But this time, there's a huge roller coaster ride, and you had to get up there to reach Dr. Dan. When you approach Dr. Dan, a tail will appear, and that means he's turning into a monster. And he's becoming afraid to leave the town. Luckily, you can help Dr. Dan by making a chemical that he can use to restore his normal self. The wild mushroom extract is easy. Head down to the other side of the ground to find it. The pickle juice and the Diet Cola are inside 2 respective buildings on Main Street. Once you're on Main Street, head inside Honest Gabe's Auto Repair, because that's where the pickle juice is. Once you've grabbed the pickle juice, head outside. The Diet Cola is inside the apothecary. So leave Honest Gabe's Auto Repair and head inside the apothecary. Inside, interact with the soda pop machine to get a cola soft drink. Now that you've found all 3 of these ingredients, put them inside the microwave-like object. And, like with the main quest's 3 chemicals, use the gun to break down the initial chemicals and form them into the chemical you need. If you've done that correctly, you will get Chemical X. Now that you got Chemical X, head outside and go back to the woods to give the chemical to Dr. Dan. Once you approach Dr. Dan, give the Chemical X to him. Unfortunately, when he uses the chemical, horns appear on his head. Now he becomes more worried that the townspeople will hate him for revealing who his true identity is. And here are the townspeople. The townspeople are not mad, as Dr. Dan predicted. They were worried about him, that he escaped from them. Now that Dr. Dan is not afraid, he will give you a spare Chemical X. And this island is the last full island until Galactic Hot Dogs Island. And this is the end of Monster Carnival, the main quest and the bonus quest. Stay tuned for more episodes of the second Poptropica road trip. What is one thing that you struggle in Monster Carnival?